Thank you very much, colleagues from the media fraternity, for heeding to our call for this press conference where we intend to launch the Citizens Cabinet. Just by way of introduction, my name is Janet Joe. I'm the spokesperson of the Citizens Cabinet, and on my left is the convener of the Citizens Cabinet, which we are launching today. And on my right, immediate right, is Ashley Funye, who is the secretary of the cabinet, Citizens Cabinet. And we have Comrade Robson Chele, the Secretary General of the Association of Rural Teachers for Progress in Zimbabwe, who is joining us on this panel as we share and launch the Citizens Cabinet. So I will read through the statement in terms of the intention and the way forward on the Citizens Cabinet. Thereafter, we then can have a question and answer and any clarifications that you may have. I thank you. So I will read. We, the citizens of Zimbabwe, under the banner of the Citizens Manifesto today, the 10th of October, announce the launch of the Citizens Cabinet. The Citizens Cabinet is a platform to give unprecedented collective national citizens' voice on important matters affecting Zimbabwean citizens' lives and priority concerns for national development, with the goal to shape policy from the perspective of ordinary citizens and a clear people-centered stance. Such a collective voice is needed now more than ever, given the accelerated pace of top-down policy prescriptions by the government that marginalizes citizens and results in pain and suffering of the majority. This is particularly so with regards to the painful economic reforms and austerity measures being championed by the current administration following an anti-people economic model that relegates the citizens to the periphery and typically results in devastating socio-economic consequences, and I think we've witnessed this even over the past few days. The Citizens Cabinet will reflect a diversity of voices and will pioneer radically democratic and innovative models of engaging citizens and building solutions from the bottom up. The Citizens Cabinet will use technology to crowdsource citizens' views nationally and will put forward concrete people-centered policy alternatives. The platform will also serve in close coordination with other citizens' movement as a vehicle for concerted campaigns to ensure that citizens' demands find expression in progressive new policy formulation that benefits the people. The Citizens Cabinet is arising from sustained consultations amongst progressive civic formations and individual citizens under the banner of the Citizens Manifesto and similar platforms around which citizens have converged over the past 2 years to build consensus on the future they want, grounded in day-to-day lived realities of ordinary Zimbabweans and united by a shared vision of a better Zimbabwe for all. Most significant is the National Citizens Convention of 20 July 2018, where citizens gathered and deliberated in participatory ways on the future of the Zimbabwe that they want. This is the convention we held at the Harare Gardens, and citizens converged and shared on the Zimbabwe dream that they have. Devolution of power is a core principle of the National Citizens Cabinet. Accordingly, the Citizens Cabinet will actively promote the establishment of provincial citizens' councils that will discuss local issues and champion the local policy agenda and inform national discourse, which is guided by local realities, priorities, and lived experiences of the people of Zimbabwe. The Citizens Cabinet will champion issues of political, social, and economic justice. Respective portfolio leads this is now the structure that I'm going to in terms of how the Citizens Cabinet will be composed. The respective portfolio leads of the Citizens Cabinet are designed based on thematic and technical know-how. However, deliberations will be guided by a radically participatory approach, collective thinking, and unprecedented citizens' consultations. All portfolio leads will be supported by a reference group for each thematic area. Additionally, the Citizens Cabinet will tap into technical support from Zimbabweans, both at home and in the diaspora, to ensure that policy positions are guided by cutting-edge thinking and solid evidence. Deliberations of the Citizens Cabinet and agreed positions will be communicated transparently to all stakeholders and serve as the basis for sustained campaigns to address the most pressing citizens' concerns and spur transformation towards a better Zimbabwe for all. Then in terms of the composition and the portfolios, as I referred earlier, we have the convener, who is Briggs, who is sitting right here on my left, Briggs Bomba. We have the deputy convener, myself, Janet Joe, and the secretary, Ashley Punya. Then the portfolios will be as follows. I think we have made a lot of outcry around lean cabinet and stuff, and we have also tried to ensure that we don't have a bloated portfolio. We have the finance and economic development, public sector innovation, informal sector and small to medium enterprises development, mining and natural resources, education, health, urban development and public infrastructure, heritage, arts and culture, labor and social security, lands, agricultural development and rural enterprises, justice, democracy and human rights, gender justice, industry and commerce, youth and sports, social cohesion and national healing, media, freedom of expression and technology. This brings the portfolios to 16. The operations of the Citizens Cabinet will be characterized by participatory democracy and a diversity of voices reflecting a living and dynamic movement, and will draw technical expertise and support from a network of professional and patriotic Zimbabweans locally and in the diaspora, as I also indicated previously. And negotiations and discussions and conversations are already ongoing in terms of the people that are going to be the portfolio leads, but also be in the technical team that will assist in terms of building that solid evidence and technical know-how with regards to information that will feed into the portfolios. So going forward, we the citizens, we commit to engaging all citizens to sustain a collective civic voice and hold those elected to public office accountable to their mandate to make Zimbabwe a better place for all. I thank you.